Animating water can be one of the most complicated things to achieve in LEGO stop motion. In this video, we're going to break down some of our tips and tricks, from calm streams to full-blown storms, to help you create convincing LEGO water effects in your own animations. Starting off with this stream from the story of David and Goliath. Sometimes all it takes is a few studs to give the illusion of water movement. Each bubble was moved along one frame at a time to bring to life an otherwise still stream. When the bucket enters the water in this clip, extra studs were added around it to create the splash. Our next trick actually uses real water to create the effect, but not how you'd imagine. To create the underwater shots in our stop motion Jonah, we filmed through a clear plastic container filled with water and blue food colouring with LEGO placed behind it. By using the water simply as a filter that the camera is looking through, it gives the effect that anything behind it is actually underwater, without you having to deal with the LEGO getting wet or floating away. Making sure shots like this are properly lit is very important to pull off the effect. Having a dark background, or even one with a slight gradient like we used, can really help. Make sure that the light is coming from the top of the scene and that the bottom corners are dark, as it would be if you were actually underwater. It can also help to add a subtle lighting effect in post, like we did in these shots, to finish them off. It's also important to make sure your character's movement matches being underwater, so slower, more dragging movements are key. To achieve this with our whale, I placed it on a stand against a ruler that was stuck to the table and moved the stand along 1 millimeter per frame. And finally, how to make stormy waves out of LEGO. The waves in the storm scene in our Jonah story were made from 4 simple parts: nets, plates, round plates, and tiles. To make each sheet, place the plates in a 10x10 frame, then put the net on top with the round plates in between each hole of the net, and finally top it off with tiles. Put together, these make a flexible sheet of LEGO that looks like water. Doing this on a large scale can be very time consuming and parts intensive, so I'd recommend using micro scale ships on the water instead of minifigure scale ones. To actually animate these waves, I built pillars under each of the 4 corners of the larger sheet, and then moved the stands around underneath the sheet one frame at a time. Lots of little transparent plates scattered around add the finishing touches to the stormy waves. Then, in post, adding fog effects, clouds and rain can really take your shot to the next level. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Do let us know in the comments if there's any more stop motion tutorials you'd like us to make. But in the meantime, definitely recommend you check out this video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like. See you in the next one.